Hey there everybody, my name's Nathan Elson and today we're talking storage because storage is one of those things that as photographers we constantly need more and more of it. My favorite way of dealing with that storage is with a NAS system. So today I'm going to take you through the UGREEN DH4300 PLUS NAS system. I'm going to walk you through the different functions, what I like about it, and see if it's something that you should be looking at for your storage needs. So with that being said, let's just get into it. The UGREEN DH4300 PLUS is capable of handling 120 terabytes of storage. Now to put that into perspective, that translates into roughly 41 million photos, or 80,600 movies, or 125 million files. That's a lot of storage. And it's fast, thanks to the 2.5 gigabyte Ethernet port for handling large data transfers. Now, as an example of speed, I uploaded the same 950 megabyte video file to the DH4300 Plus and then to Google Drive. And on the NAS, it took 12.9 seconds. Now on Google Drive, I gave up around the 7-minute mark because I just don't have time for that. But there are so many other functions to this NAS system that I want to talk to you about that go above and beyond storage. And the first thing is just how easy it is to set this whole system up. Now, all you need to do is take whatever hard drive that you want, you mount them into these brackets and then secure them with the 3 screws. Then you simply slide them into the top of the NAS, put on the lid and turn on the power. Now from there you can simply tap your phone on the end on the front of the unit, which will enable the NFC tag to prompt the download of the software to your phone. Or you can install the desktop version, both which are super easy to use. With UGREEN software, you can also add multiple users and have the flexibility to decide exactly who can view, edit, or share the data stored on the NAS. When you first set up the NAS system, it's going to ask you what kind of RAID you want to go with. Now, I went with RAID 5, and what that means is that out of the 4 drives, if one of them fails, I'm not going to lose any of my data. There's a bunch of redundancy built in between the drives, so you lose a little bit of storage, but you gain the ability for a drive to fail without having to worry about losing any of your data. Then you simply replace that drive, plug it into the NAS, and it will repopulate everything so you have that redundancy back in case another drive fails in the future. Now, UGREEN also has some amazing software to help me stay organized with my photo library. One of the main functions that I use is this AI software built in that I can use to sort my photos by person, location, or even object recognition. So if I click on people, I can select a person from the menu and all of the images that I have of that person in my catalog will be put into a folder that I can browse. I can also access these same folders on my phone, which is super convenient if I want to scroll through the images away from my desktop. Now, this software can also group similar images, so making those final selections is even easier. What it does is it goes through and it finds images that have the same style, the same poses, the same clothing, whatever it might be, and it puts them together so that you can go through and just have these refined galleries of images to make your final selections to make sure that you're getting the best possible portraits that you're pulling for your portfolio. So why choose a NAS system over, say, cloud storage services? Well, there's a couple of reasons. And for me, one of the major ones is just security. I constantly hear about these cloud data breaches where people's information and whatever just has been, hacked into and delivered to the rest of the internet. And honestly, I just kind of want to stay away from all of the internet pirates if I can. And the other thing is simply cost. Now, when it comes to cloud storage fees, especially if you're dealing with large amounts of data, those fees can be very expensive. But with a NAS system, I'm never going to get an email stating that I'm a very valued customer, but unfortunately, my fees are going to increase by 20% starting next month because we all love getting those emails. So why did I choose the DH4300 Plus? Well, the size factor is perfect. It sits on top of my desk and it takes up very little space. It's also got a super clean and minimalistic look, which ties in really nicely to any desk setup. Now, setting up the unit is incredibly easy, and for the price, what you're getting is really, really hard to beat. So if you're a photographer looking for a better, more affordable way to store, organize, and protect your photos, the UGREEN DH4300 Plus might be the solution that you're looking for. Click the link in the description below and you'll get 20% off of your purchase. And so with that, as always, thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.